Hello there, everybody. This is Cholera, and welcome to the Bacchus OSL 2009. This is going to be a game between Luxury and Gogo in the round of 36. Hope you guys are all waiting eagerly for this game, because I am actually. Normally, I would not be particularly excited about Gogo. Of course, Gogo is another one of those Terran players who kind of on the mid-levels of the pro scene, maybe mid-high, and usually facing against a player like Luxury, who, of course, is the reigning MSL champion. I wouldn't put him at much of a chance, but except for the fact that he actually managed to come out of the NBC, the MSL Survivor Tournament wildcard because of C. Ruby joining the Air Force. They actually had to play this ridiculous, best of, I don't even know how many players, round to determine who would take his place. I think it was best of 12 or 11 or something. And in any case, Gogo, of all people, well, not of all people, but he managed to win that, which was quite a grueling day of games, may I remind you. He had to go through something like 3 or 4 best of 3s in a day. And, I don't even know. Basically, he had to go through a ton of games, and finally he won in a best of 3 against 815. To make it into the round of 32 of the MSL. And here in this group, by the way, there are 12 groups of 3 in the OSL round of 36. And these groups of 3 have basically the reigning legacy player, which is Luxury in this case, whose faces off against the winner of a best of 3 between 2 other players who were not in the top 16 of the last OSL. So basically, we have Gogo beating Junie in a series I won't cast, of course. Prior to this game, he won 2-1 against Junie, another Zerg player. So he's perhaps warmed up against Zergs, but he's going to be facing a formidable challenge here with Luxury, of course. Luxury, his weakest lineup is against Terran, but obviously he's pulled some amazing victories against Terran also. Some very surprising victories. He and his brother, Yellow Arnak, both have very good Mulus Micro. They both have the ability to beat Flash, certainly, among other players. Although, I would say, and actually statistics say, Yellow Arnak is much better than his brother Luxury at Zerg versus Terran play. Looking at the statistics, Yellow Arnak is an amazing 63%. I love this country. That guy wants a Korean girlfriend, but probably does not have one. So we're gonna see. It looks like possibly an overpull here coming from Luxury. Not gonna go for any kind of 12 hatch or anything like that. And this is Neo Medusa, by the way. I certainly hope it's Neo Medusa, because no, I'm sorry, it's not Neo Medusa. This is oh jeez, this is that map God's Garden, or no, not God's Garden. This is Holy Ground, Holy World, or whatever. Yeah, that was good by me. So we're gonna see this map, and interesting map here. Holy World, of course, is the map with the ridiculous neutral command center in the middle, which of course Zero managed to use to great effect against Cal. And I guess Luxury is gonna be just going for an expansion. And he's also gone for gas, which means that possibly it's going to be a fast tech build, and he also wants to fight off any kind of cheese attempt coming from Gogo. Looks like Gogo is going to create a wall here, and that will certainly protect his main. And he's going to go for a mech build, so which is totally standard nowadays, of course. Mech builds being the really the standard play by all Terran players against Zerg. Note that the main base is lower than the outside of the base, so I'm not sure, but on the right of Luxury's minerals, he might be able to get shelled by tanks. Of course, that's most likely not what's going to happen. Most likely the game's not going to get to that point, but just noting that fact. Center map is pretty hard to traverse for the Terran, though. It's very wide open, and there's 4 spawn points, by the way. So yeah, looks like we are going to see a 2 hatchery lair here coming from Luxury. Luxury only 53%. Oh, he has a Hydralisk Den too, of course, because he, well, we'll see if he decides to just get Hydralisks to protect himself against vultures, or perhaps to go for the cholera build, quote unquote. That's right, that old build, which actually is not very good against mech. But let's just not mention that. All right, so Gogo is going to be playing for early starport build here. Let's see how much success he has. Let's see how he does compared to, let's say, Lomo in his recent game against Quanro that I cast. Of course, I'm not going to tell you the results, but that was an absolutely swingy game. Very, very exciting game. You should definitely watch it. And he starts with 2 port Wraiths, I'll tell you that for sure. Now, Aspire is going up for Luxury, so he is going to be going for a, you know, just a couple of Hydras to protect himself, I believe, and an expansion now going up for Gogo. Oh, look at this! Gogo with a nice sneak there. First try, gets it through. So, he's actually going to have a Vulture in the back of Luxury's base. Luxury might not be prepared for this. If he doesn't protect his ramp, he could be in huge trouble if that Vulture sneaks in. And oh man, he's not protecting his ramp. Basically, that mineral line leads to the back of his base, and he did not expect this move at all. Not anticipating it. That Vulture going to get in with no damage on it. This could be absolutely horrible for Luxury. Luxury, the reigning MSL champion. I believe he was beaten by Lita in the last OSL though, and certainly he does not want to early exit here, but he might have to face it if he can't deal with this harass. However, only 1 drone has been killed, so maybe Gogo won't be able to do enough damage. Looks like he's not having that much success. Meanwhile, Luxury putting a little pressure is going to see a bunker. He has managed to kill all the chasing lings, Gogo has, and let's see if he manages to get any more of these drones. He's had a bit of misfortune in that he's gotten a lot of 2 hits on drones without killing them. Basically, drones sometimes can heal themselves and prevent themselves from getting killed with 2 hits. They just end up with 1 hit point. And it looks like Luxury is weathering this pretty well, considering this Vulture has been taking pot shots all game long. It just hasn't killed that many. I think it's gotten 2 drones, and it goes down. Wow, so the Wraith is out. It's killed 1 Overlord so far, but doesn't look like it's done much else. Oh no, is Gogo going to go for that build we don't mention the name of? I would be shocked if he did that. But he does have a control tower, and it doesn't look like he's researching cloaks, so it might be for drops. You never know when that build might strike into the brain of a Terran player who's otherwise good. Like, you know, it's like mad cow disease, basically. You have a Terran player who's perfectly fine, a human, you know, and then he's doing alright against Zerg, and BAM! He starts doing that build. The fantasy build, of course, I'm talking about. And then he starts losing. It's just, like, irrational. Anyway, we're going to see the Scourge chase around the 1 Wraith. Boom! The Wraith goes down. Not enough micro. But it doesn't look like it's going to be, well, it doesn't look like it's going to be drops. So it's interesting that he put the control tower down. Maybe maybe he was thinking about doing something like that, but changed his mind. Certainly possible. He's going to go for turrets for defense, Gogo is. Gogo, named after the fact that he actually used to be a go-go dancer, believe it or not. That's right. He lasted all of 1 week. So we're going to see Luxury managing to kill 1 turret there. Getting a couple more Scourge, too. I don't see an armory around. Maybe I missed it. So, not sure. You know, an armory would mean there would be Valkyries, but it doesn't look like that. Doesn't look like Luxury is going to go for any infested Terrans. Oh, no, there's a Valkyrie. There is an armory hidden there. So, it is going to be Valks. I didn't see that armory before, and that's why I was wondering why he was getting a control tower, but now it makes sense. And Luxury looks prepared for this. He's probably seen the armory, and he's got a lot of Scourge. So right now, Luxury is, I would say, in a pretty good position. Gogo really doesn't have much other than a decent economy. He doesn't have much in the way of an army, and if he loses his Valkyrie, it could be horrible for him. Luxury gonna go in and kill the Marines and pick off the Valkyrie. Jeez, this is why Valkyries are not that good. Gogo looks like he knows he's in a bit of trouble here. While he has a strong economy, like I said, he has almost no units on the ground. I mean, he hasn't made a switch to Medic Marines. He hasn't made a switch to Goliaths. Basically, he's at static defenses. He's basically at all turrets. And turrets and Valkyries can be okay, but honestly, against a player who's got good control with his Mutalisks and Scourge, it actually is not good. I mean, I think when a couple of players came out with it a few months ago, like basically a year ago, Zergs were not prepared with dealing with Valkyries. You know, players like Boxer started using it, and then, you know, other players started using it. That guy we don't mention anymore started using it, and they did well for a point, but then, you know, basically Zergs have adapted. So we're seeing a bunch of mines being laid.